Welcome back to another episode of Jamie and Julia.
Ah! Bon appetit.
Let me bring you up to speed. I'm an ordinary dude learning how to cook, teaching myself new recipes, and following along to the cookbook Mastering the Art of French Cooking from Julia Child. And I pick a recipe in this book, I make it for the first time, and sometimes they're hard, sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're both. Today we're going into the soufflé section, the dreaded soufflé section. Soufflé au fromage, the cheese soufflé. This is a big chapter. A soufflé, quickly described, is a sauce containing a flavoring or puree into which stiffly beaten egg whites are incorporated. It is turned into a mold and baked into the oven until it puffs up and the top browns. So I have a little bit of a history with soufflés. I've tried making 3 of them, a cheese soufflé, a chocolate soufflé, and a lemon soufflé. The first 2, I was just like a little minnow in the kitchen back then. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was trying to make a soufflé out of my ass. I didn't understand any of the techniques, so I just went for it, added all the ingredients, and hoped for the best. And obviously it didn't turn out. And then like a year after that, I tried to make one as a redemption story. That one did rise while it was in the oven, but once you took it out of the oven, it just sunk. Of course, I know a little bit more now than I did back then, so I have high hopes today. And I'm trusting the book. What I'm gonna do first is read the soufflé chapter. I'm gonna read all of this. I'm gonna try something new today. These 2 ramekins are gonna be my soufflé molds. I need to butter the inside. Lots of butter. Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm gonna be using some Swiss cheese. This is Untitled cheese. Grate this. Okay, that for now. If you need more, sprinkle cheese inside your soufflé mold. Wiggle it all around so it sticks to the butter. This is gonna help the soufflé rise up easier when it's in the oven. Saucepan, 2 ounces of butter that I gotta melt. At the same time, I'm going to boil 236 milliliters of milk. Once the butter's melted, I'm gonna add in flour, 1.5 ounces. Cook over moderate heat until butter and flour foam together 2 minutes without browning. Moderate heat, so it's medium-low. And I have to take this off the heat once it stops bubbling. It's bubbling now, so just wait a second. It's been over 2 minutes. This hasn't stopped bubbling. I don't know if it ever is gonna stop bubbling. Okay, I don't have any faith that that's gonna stop bubbling, so I'm gonna take it off the heat and add in the boiling milk. Beat vigorously with a wire whisk until it's blended. Vigorously. Turn off the heat of your hob. Don't forget that. That is nice and thick. Half a teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of pepper, pinch of cayenne pepper, pinch of nutmeg. Whisk that in vigorously. Return over moderately high heat and boil. Stirring with the wire whisk for 1 minute. Sauce will be very thick. And remove from the heat. Immediately start to separate the eggs. 4 egg yolks. Room temperature eggs. Egg whites into this bowl. Egg yolk goes into the pot. Whisk it in. Separate the egg yolk from the egg white into the sauce. Correct the seasoning. More salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, a little more nutmeg. It was lacking some serious flavor. Now we're talking. This can go there. Add an extra egg white to the bowl, the egg white bowl. From the creme brulee episode, I have all this leftover egg white, so I'm just gonna use some of this. Yeah, it's terrific. Just a pinch of salt into that. Okay, I need my bowl. Thank you. And I'm just gonna transfer these egg whites to this bowl. These gotta be the best stiff peaks I've ever freaking mixed before. All eyes are on the prize today, so I want to do this 100% correctly. I have cream of tartar. I'm gonna add a little over a 1/4 level teaspoon of that in once this starts foaming. But besides that, I'm gonna use the electric beater today. That's it. Punch it. They're foamy, so I'm gonna add in the cream of tartar. Get that out of there. That too. We got stiff peaks over here. The stiff peak test. Egg whites on top of your head. Yeah, we're good. Okay, the sauce. Stir in a large spoonful, about 1/4 of the egg whites, okay? Fold it in gently. Start in the middle at the bottom and then fold it over. Middle, bottom, fold it over. Be careful with those egg whites. Add in all my cheese. 3 ounces of Swiss cheese. That is a ton of cheese. Holy sh. Delicately fold in the rest of the egg whites. Well, better to have more than less, I guess. Gently fold it in. Start in the middle, fold it over. In the middle, fold it over. Please tell me my oven is on. Yes, it is. Great. This whole process should take no more than a minute. Okay, speed your ass up. Don't attempt to be too thorough. Just 2 more. Do 2 more. 1, 2, no, 1 more. Okay, we're done. Cut it short. I have my 2 prepped ramekins. Almost 3/4 full into this ramekin. I'm gonna fill them up more than 3/4 of the way, just so I can make them smooth on the top. Perfect. Place on a rack in the middle of a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and then turn it down immediately to 375. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Okay, I just did something incredibly stupid. I forgot to add the cheese on the very top of the soufflés. I can't believe it. The book says do not open the door for any reason. Ah, screw it. I'm not gonna add the cheese on top. Just filled up 2 cereal bowls full of the leftover cheese souffle. I gotta use it somehow. Now when the soufflés that are in the oven are finished, I'm gonna quickly swap. Okay, so just from experience, I know that once I take these soufflés out of the oven, they just start sinking. So I gotta act fast. I need all my photos, my videos, bada bing, bada boom. This all happens now. Are you ready for this? 20 minutes, that took 20 minutes, not 25 minutes. Eggy and cheesy, and it's incredibly light. Really good. The rise of the souffle. Level completed. This was Jamie and Julia. Bon appetit. See you soon.